Hello, people. Good evening. Welcome to a live stream. It's Captain Trucker. I brought all the dogs with me, so we're all here together tonight. No, I'm just joking. No, but seriously, we got some things to talk about tonight, okay? So there's supposedly billions of dollars lost internationally, or excuse me, just by Americans alone in romance scams every year. Okay? Over 1.2 billion. I'm not sure how many of that's in the Philippines, so we're going to look at that. We're also going to look at how to detect, how to observe a pathological liar expat, how you can spot them, and what to look out for. But before we get into that, all right, I can't do the dog. What is he doing? Is he going to stop yelling? Dog? Okay, I think he's done. I did want to apologize. I've kind of been a bit critical lately of, I guess, that McMillionaire theory. But I've realized in doing that, it could be, well, possibly offensive to like millions of people, possibly. But I don't think people see it that way. I think they appreciate, you know, the honest candor, the honest look at things, so to speak. And there's nothing wrong, by the way, with like living in a condo or something. I didn't mean to make it sound like that's a bad idea. If you want to live in like modern human conditions, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, you know, I'm kind of wild. I'll go sleep on the beach. I'll live in a dilapidated building, but that's just me. I mean, I don't, you know, I mean, I like staying in nice places too, man. It's like, staying in a condo, that's great. Let's do it. But, you know, that's all I wanted to say. And I started this live stream this morning, but I want to say, as far as like talking about the, you know, the romance scams or whatever, I wasn't, I wasn't trying to imply that I was involved in that. This is just one of the many subjects I talk about, you know, on the channel over time. So, yeah, I wasn't trying to imply that, you know, I was looking for a girlfriend or something. I'm satisfied in life currently, so it's all good. Fortunately, I was blessed in life to have decent people, decent family, decent women. So, you know, I didn't get to experience such horrific things that you hear about sometimes. But there's ways to avoid such things. So we're gonna talk about some of that, guys. And yeah, they're also in other news. They are trying to destroy the identity, I guess, of like millions of people. It's really what it's a part of. It's about, I think it's about depopulating the human race. And so now they're trying to, I guess they're going after like identities of people, like man and women and stuff, and they're changing the genders. I heard something about this. If anybody knows, if that's true, let me know. But apparently that's a big deal. So watch out for that. Don't let anybody try to change your gender. You don't have to. Your kids don't have to, okay? It's just it's a small fringe group in the U.S. with a lot of money. And yeah, they're trying to over-promote this concept to basically, you know, undermine the human race, destroy the family, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, if you're enjoying this so far, guys, hit the like button. Welcome to the live stream. It's Captain Trucker. Black Sandus here. He says many people online are from the Philippines. All right. Martin Jean says, today after 4 months with my boyfriend, I finally... Okay, that's great. Thank you for sharing. And you're proud of that. That's good. Thank you for letting us all know. Hello, Muhammad. How are you? Well, currently, I'm in Philippines. Okay, Negros Occidental, Sapale, Sugar Beach. Very nice place, okay? Yeah, I get the Robin Williams thing a lot. Yeah, I was serious about the, not like apology, but I mean, I don't mean to be so insensitive sometimes, guys. It's like I'm trying to get points across because, you know, Captain Trucker gets fed up sometimes and he can be a grumpy bear. So it's like, you know, time goes on, you want to get your point out there. That's all I'm saying, man. I've offended thousands of people. I've offended friends, and sometimes I don't even intentionally do it, okay? So I do apologize for some of that. Because it's not my intention. I have good intentions with it, I promise. But, you know, loose lips can sink ships. I mean, you never know who's around. You don't just want to run your mouth, right? Especially when you're dealing with multicultural situations. You got people from different parts of the world. You know, like if you're an Australian, um, say you're staying at a resort and you're friends with the owner, and there's another guy there who just sort of showed up, and you call the owner a cunt. You know, because you're, but you don't really mean it. That could possibly be offensive to other people. So that's all I'm saying. But as far as the McMillionaire stuff, guys, you know, we all have to live in houses and condos. I get that, okay? I'm not trying to be like, oh, that's a terrible idea. You're so materialistic. That's not what I mean, right? So again, I just wanted to say that. And also by talking about, you know, romance scams and the fact that billions of dollars are lost annually by Americans to different women overseas, Africa, Ghana, Thailand, Philippines, God knows where else. Sorry, I got to read this message. Who do we got? AI Coconut Guy series says Mike Tyson or Jack Paul. I'm not sure. We got to check that fight out, right? Spiritual message. You look like a young Robin Williams. That's funny. Girl skater. That is shocking. I'll just, yeah, tell us a story. Sure, that's fine. You can tell us a story. You can tell us a story. Go for it. Okay, so in other news, we're going to look at the signs on how to spot pathological liars, okay? Because this can be a useful tool or insight to have, especially as an expat, okay? Because you're going to meet a lot of different people out here in your travels, let me tell you. You never know who you're going to walk into. That's true. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're saying, sir. We gotta have to say something coherent or we're gonna have to boot you. I don't know what you're saying. Alrighty then. You can come back later. Alan's here. Okay. Well, that's a good question, Alan. No, I don't think of myself as that. Just so you know. But you know, I wanted to clarify again, because I got a bunch of people in the live stream earlier. I think they thought maybe I was saying I was looking for a girlfriend or something and talking about date. No, that's not what I meant. Okay, I'm satisfied with the people in my life. I don't have them on like YouTube for different reasons. But my son, he occasionally comes on the channel just because it's kind of a father-son thing. I thought it would be fun, but anyway, no, I'm talking about the subject because it's a big deal, all right? You know, a lot of men are losing money, sending money to women overseas. It's just a topic. It's something worth talking about. That's the only reason I want to talk about it. I never had those issues, fortunately, as far as like, you know, being rolled over and scammed by some Filipina. Fortunately, you know, I had good women in my life, man. I was blessed. I mean, I can honestly say that, you know, most of my girlfriends were pretty cool people. So, grateful for that. But anyway, welcome to the live stream, guys. Good evening, Junie. AB is confessing now, I guess, that he said he told his priest that he cheated on his wife. I know it was a bad thing, and I promise that I won't do it. Yeah, that's kind of a lot to take in for us, sir. He snitches to my... Oh, you're saying that he told your wife what you told him in confidence. Wow. That's pretty deep. That's some serious stuff going on right there, man. I'm sorry to hear that. That's a lot of drama in that situation, no doubt. Well, I hope it works out for you, man. I do. So again, I do want to reiterate that I'm being more mindful, to be more empathetic in some of my speeches, because I think I was a little bit too blunt Maybe I was a grumpy trucker a few times. And so if I was ever short with people, you're always welcome on the channel. I appreciate everybody that watches. I really do. And I'm sorry for if I've ever been. I got a lot on my mind, man, and I try to take individual time with people, and sometimes when you're speaking on, I try to speak about philosophy and stuff, man. Like it's serious stuff, and like sometimes like when you're talking about, I don't know, like truthful things, it's not always fun, right? It's kind of like, oh, shit, he's speaking some of the truth again. Not saying it's all the truth, but I do try to, look at hard truths sometimes, I think. But anyway, I appreciate the conversation, man. I know I have madman vision. I did a live stream this morning, okay? I swam 2 miles today, and I jogged 1 mile. It's like my day and night routine while I'm on the beach. So I've been doing the swimming thing, man. I'm getting in, doing the calisthenics, long swims every day. I swam the whole Sugar Beach 1.5 times. No, sorry, it's like 1.5 mile. No, like 1.8. Basically 2 times the whole beach. Swam it. It's great. I'm not like a professional swimmer. Like pro swimmers can go like 5-10 miles a day swimming. I'm not on that. I could possibly, but I'm not built up to that yet. But anyway, hit that like button, guys. Let me know who's out there. Matthew's here. M Video, welcome. Thank you, sir. Sam Daly. Okay. My favorite philosopher. That's a good question. Can I say me, or is that too pretentious? Just joking. Why am I over here? Anybody, do we have any returning viewers tonight? Anybody new to the channel? How many people are new here? Raise your hand. Hey, what's up, Alex? Alex, I'm doing a halfway... Well, I'm talking about different things in today's videos. I wanted to acknowledge some of my insensitivities to important... to populations of people. Their feelings and stuff. Well, I mean, it's like... You talk about serious stuff sometimes, it's... Believe me, it's not always fun for me either. But I'm having a good time, that's for sure. All right, let's do it. How to spot pathological liars. Let's go. You guys ready? So you're going to meet different types of expats. Oh, yeah, you are. Different types of people in your life. You're going to meet pathological liars, okay? You're going to meet genuine bullshitters. Not like a funny bullshitter, but like real bullshitters. All right? Okay, so to find pathological liars, you have to observe closely. All right? Number 1, inconsistent stories, frequent contradictions. The narratives about life, work, and relationships often change over time. Unbelievable claims. Stories may involve exaggerated or implausible events like having, high-level connections and extraordinary wealth and whatnot. Number 2, constant need for attention, grandiosity. They often seek admiration or sympathy by presenting themselves as heroes, victims, or exceptionally accomplished. Wow. Overemphasis on status. Claims of being more successful, connected, or knowledgeable than they really are. Number 3, manipulative behavior. They may use guilt or flattery to avoid scrutiny of their stories. Deflection. When confronted, they often redirect the conversation or attack the credibility of the questioner. I mean, that's a normal thing, though, right? Doesn't everybody do that one? Oh, God. Number 4, lack of evidence. No proof of claims. They may talk about owning various properties, running businesses, having prestigious jobs without providing documentation or verifiable proof. Transient lifestyle. They may frequently change locations or avoid long-term commitments, which limits accountability. Number 5, criticism of others. Blaming other expats. They may try to label others as untrustworthy to divert suspicion from themselves. Local distrust. They often claim locals or other foreigners have wronged them without presenting clear evidence. Number 6, overconfidence and lies. Wow. Quick thinking, they fabricate stories effortlessly with a level of confidence that may seem convincing at first. Detail falsehoods. Their lies are often full of unnecessary details to make them seem more believable. It goes on and on. Do you guys want to do more? This is fun. I'm having fun. Am I worried about the copyrighted music in the background? Maybe, not particularly, but I didn't even monetize this one, so we'll have to see what happens. All right, so um, yeah, the whole lion thing. I don't know. I guess everybody has weird vices. I never really got into that one. I suppose certain types of men who have been maybe abused in life, and I don't know. They're tired of being abused, and maybe they didn't accomplish much, so now they just got to basically make shit up. Like say they're the mayor of a small town in Texas. I mean, you think about like even in pathological liars, it's like they'll just lie to lie. Like it's almost it's so habitual that they just can't stop lying. You know what I mean? It's like they'll almost lie incessantly for no reason, just over stupid things. It's just such a pattern of behavior. Like, the wall will be white and they'll say, no, it's green. It's like, okay, all right. And then like, maybe part of you kind of likes them because on some because on some level they're charming or something. And so you don't want to like ruin the party, so to speak. So you kind of like go along with it. But then maybe at some point the person gets resentful, right? I don't know. It's kind of funny though. But yeah, I've dealt with different people in my life, like different friends. Where's my I need a has a water. Um, you never know. Like I had this kid I knew growing up. He would just make shit up for no reason. And it's like, all right, well that's cool. I'll go with it. Like I said, like you don't want to like spoil the party, so you're just kind of like, yeah, whatever. Let him have it. All right, let's read some comments. Rap Vloggery says the Philippines is a weird place. How are we doing in the jack off sauna? Is that what this is? This isn't a jerk off sauna. Who said that? Is that what they told you? No, this is not. I'm not in a jerk off sauna. That's not true. Nobody's masturbating here inside this place. That's not true. Actually, there's nobody even here. No one's here. They all left me. I'm alone. Where did my friends go? I'm just joking. I'm all alone. Anyway, oh yeah, sure. I mean, look, there's like, successful CEOs. I mean, they even say like there's elements of hardcore. I mean, even like possible psychopathy, sociopathy, and like a CEO or something. Like they say that they're like, well, functional. Like functional whatever sociopaths, narcissists. They're really good at business. That's what they say, and that could be very true. So there you go. What's been popular these days, and you'll hear this in the dime store psych realm, and it's not a bad idea. It's called gaslighting. Okay, it's like when you make others doubt their own perceptions, or or like you'll be hanging out with someone, they'll tell you like the wall's white, and you say no, it's green, and they say no, you just thought that because you looked at some grass earlier. It's like, oh, okay, right. I'm crazy. You're right. It's that sort of thing. But billions of dollars lost in romance scams every single year. Okay? So why are so many Americans losing money, sending money overseas? Can somebody explain that to me? People they just talk to online, on dating sites. Don't even know them necessarily. I mean, they'll have like real conversations, right? See, I think the thing about like scammers in America, like female, dating prowlers there, like they'll just do like the fake profile thing. It'll be very genetic, but in certain populations, the like in these like for the scammers that go on these dating sites, man, they invest like time, uh, their own mental health. I mean, they'll play this thing with you to the T, okay? And they'll look you right in the eyes, right in the camera. They'll tell you that they love you. They'll tell you how guapo and hot you are. But what's going on is we get the middle-aged man. He's been divorced. He's lonely. He works a hard job, and he starts getting attention. So the guy loses his mind. I've heard stories about men that send 1,000,000 pesos and they never even met a woman. What's that about? It's insanity, right? But that does happen. And I think some men just feel, maybe they feel guilty or something, or they play the white knight. It's that classic story of I don't know, I guess the white knight. He wants to go be the rescuer, man. He wants to go help that poor Filipina and rescue her because she lives in dire poverty. Here's the deal, all right? Americans are extremely soft. They're way too comfortable, all right? We don't even know what poverty is. I mean, we think we do. Yes, there's poverty in the inner cities. There's homeless. Yes, yes, yes. But if you get sick, you can still go to a hospital. You're not going to get your hand cut off, right? You can still find food. You can find shelter usually. Just go to California or Arizona or something. It's hard to be like homeless in New York in the winter or Chicago, right? But hold on a second. Yes, that's right. That's what they say, Matthew. Mac Ryan, welcome. AJ Jack says, my online girl does love me. Yeah, she very well may. I mean, I'm not denying that. I mean, here's the thing. It's like, there's so many options. Sites, man. You can just do a discovery trip to the Philippines and you can meet people here, okay? But I understand the world we live in. Everybody's going to use dating sites. It's just the world we live in now, right? And you got to be extra cautious. Stop going after those glamour-looking women that are ridiculously hot, especially if you're like average income, 300 pounds, bald. They're probably not physically attracted to you on the surface. Yes, they could love you over time, but you got to be cautious because you got these guys looking for their trophy wives they want to show off. Those guys get in trouble. A lot of guys get in trouble because of their foolishness, okay? It's like, you have the upper hand. This doesn't need to be happening to people, Because we flip the script too. It's like, look, this is only a small population of Filipinos. Like, most of the Filipinos are really cool, man. There's great people out here. The majority of Filipinos are awesome, okay? Like, the majority. But we've created this market on these dating sites due to, colonialism and all the stupid shit that foreigners have done here over the years. So you can argue that, they basically created the market. So yeah, you got to watch out for that stuff, man. So I don't know what's up with these like billions of dollars being sent off, but you guys got to stop. What can I say? Yeah. Yeah, see, like Eastern Dreamer says, he met a Filipina that he's seeing through her aunt. He met her while he was here, presumably. And, that's a good way to do it. Alex says, I waited for a Filipino that really captured my attention who can hold a great conversation. Yeah, I mean, totally. I mean, look, the thing is, we all know this. The carnal man, he's drawn in by looks, all right? We can't deny it. We all are, even on some level. We like to think that we're highly evolved creatures. But I admit, like, I'm drawn in, I notice beautiful women. It's like, how can you not, right? It's like, wow, she's hot. And, it's usually the first thing that catches our attention. But that can be used against you. But anyway, the point I want to make is then the point that I think Eastern Dreamer's alluding to is that you can just do a discovery trip here and just meet somebody, you know? It's not like dating in Los Angeles or Chicago or somewhere in America where you have to be in a clique and you have to have a certain social status, a certain job and a car and, you know, go to the same whatever, have the same. I mean, you can meet people here just walking down the street, okay? No exaggeration. You can meet people on the bus, anywhere pretty much, the market, and they'll notice you, man. They'll look at you. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're in love with you, but they'll notice you. It's at least a way to start a conversation. But like what Alex said, you know, you just get a referral. Yes, thank you for noticing my nose. Yes, thank you. I do have a Jewish last name, but I'm not Jewish. I was at the gym once in LA. I don't know what was going on, but this crazy woman was there. I don't want to say her, I don't know what she was from or whatever, but it was like the weirdest thing I ever experienced. And she thought that I couldn't hear her talking, and because I had my headphones on, I was on the Stairmaster, and she was talking to her other lady friends, and she goes, oh, he's got too much muscle, and she goes, look at that Jewish nose. That's what she said. She actually said that. I'm not even joking. And then check this out. So I get off the treadmill or the Stairmaster, and you know, this woman's like talking shit about me, basically. Um, and I'm like, wow, what is this woman doing, man? That's right, Rashad. That's a funny one. That's good. No, no, I'm not Jewish, but I do have a Jewish last name. So there you go. Not sure how that worked out, but but I consider myself to be somewhat of an ethical man. I talk about ethics on this channel, and you know, I've even talked a little bit about religion. Um, I'm not a preacher, obviously, so I don't feel comfortable doing that. But I do like to speak about, you know, like ethics of vlogging and being an expat and all this and that. Okay, so yeah, man. I think what's going on is like, okay, first of all, it's hard for people to get out here, right? You know, the reason why these guys are getting scammed online and whatever. Believe me, they can get scammed here too. But make no mistake, man. Don't buy into these narratives or to these gurus online that are telling you like, oh, you just, you know, everybody just wants money and blah, blah, blah. It's bullshit. It's total bullshit. You can totally find a very nice, classy, above average intelligence woman in the province. I say girl, I mean like, you know, 20 something woman in the province who I promise she's not just going to look at you for your money, man. Like someone who will actually love you. I mean, money is a part of any relationship. Yeah, you got to like provide financial. I mean, most people want some kind of shelter, like they don't want to live on the streets. So yeah, you got. I mean, money's a part of any relationship, but don't buy these narratives like, oh, Filipinos are just. That's bullshit because the divorce rate in the U.S. is over 50%. Okay, women in the U.S. probably care about money more than your, you know, average supposed small population of scammers that go online. All right, so don't buy into that rhetoric because that's bullshit. But sometimes, um, you know, the priorities of somebody who's in poverty, guys, I mean, it's going to lie with their family sometimes. So, you know, make no mistake about that. Dependent on the person, okay? Dependent on the person, man. See, the problem is you guys are going to all these expat hotspots to find, you know, to find your wife and girlfriend, right? You're going to like Dumaguete, you're going to Angeles City, you're going through all the local, you're watching all your gurus give you advice on dating and, you know, where to meet women at these bars. That's you know, you guys are just like, you got to get outside of that box a little bit. Because a lot of people come here and they jump in like head first, all right? Probably because it takes a while to get out here, it costs money. And yeah, men sometimes probably promise things online that they shouldn't be doing. And man, this live stream deserves something, I tell you that. Jeez. I mean, this is earth-shattering stuff here. I'm just joking. It's good stuff, right? Big love from Afghanistan. Thank you. Do I eat balut? Montel Walton wants to know. Good question. Are you streaming from your treehouse? No, I'm not. Dude went to third world to get. No, no, that's not exactly. No, that's not entirely correct, Adam. We're gonna have to delete that one, okay? Matthew says we're not much better than this man has been. By who? Did you do it? Who did that, AJ? Tell me. I met a bar girl in Makati. She's the best. Rap vloggery. That's funny. Oh, you guys are very creative today. This is very funny. This is awesome. I'm enjoying this. So, what? What are you talking? Who are you talking to, AJ? Are you talking to me or somebody else? I'm confused. I don't know what AJ's talking about. Shout out to the white man. Is that me? Am I the white man? Okay. Alrighty then. But no, I haven't experienced this. I don't know, man. Like, I know for me, it's like I remember when I used to use data, like go on dating sites. I mean, I thought it was pretty obvious the people who were like, insincere and all that. But I don't know. I guess beauty really throws some people off. Men are captivated by beauty. What can we say? So who are you saying got? You're saying somebody got scammed, AJ? Tell us the story. We're in Sapale, man. We're in one of my favorite places. Okay, this place is great. He's the nerd in high school. No, actually, I had a well, maybe I don't know. I didn't even go to well, I did go to high school. I did a public access show. I had a television show on public access when I was a kid, a comedy show. All right. So we're gonna have to kick a few of you off because we're trying to do like higher minded thought stuff here. So we're gonna have to put a few people in timeout, okay? But you can come back. AJ, you can come back too. You're gonna have to give us some better material. All right. We'll give you 10 minutes in timeout, AJ. I kind of liked a few of the things you said, but I don't know what you're doing. All right. Who do we got going on? Okay, so should we go back to you guys want to stay on Western men doing stupid things online? Or well, we can also get to what they do in the Philippines. That's fun too. Yes, we're going to meet some strange people out here, folks. Hey, what's up, Laura? Laura, good to see you. I'm glad we have some voices of reason back. Thank you, Ron. I like everybody here, mostly. What are you doing? I converted you to another religion. How did I do that? Okay, so all right, I'm gonna wrap up this. Let's. I'm gonna shift the conversation. Thank you, Rod. I appreciate that. Thank you, Her Life. Yeah, I want to apologize to the numerous people that I've offended. Well, I don't know if I offended anybody. I'm just joking. But, I posted a really good video today. And, sadly, not many people watched it, man. I kind of like put my heart into it. And I don't know. I guess it just wasn't. It wasn't a thing. You guys were watching some other stuff I did, and then today you were like, nope, not gonna watch that one. And that's okay. I get it. See if I care. I'm just joking. But I'm just joking. So here's the deal. Got to get with the algorithm of YouTube. Yeah, well, you know, it's interesting. You never know. I mean, this was my lowest performing video in like 11, and I swear it. I mean, I I was into this one, man. I mean, this was personal. You know, this usually when I post like the personal, sincere videos, I mean, you know, people like it, man. This one, I guess I don't know, they just didn't see it so far. It could take off. It's only the first 8 hours. It could be kind of dramatic, but. No, we're not in a treehouse. We're in a bamboo beach resort, man. Look at this fantastic selection they got here. Oh my goodness. So many beautiful rooms. Run by incredible people. The best people. Good staff. Good people come here. You guys want to see the pool table? All right. What was I doing? Okay. No, I'm not anxious. It is what it is. It's like, you know, when you believe in something, and I guess it just doesn't, well, again, it's only been 8 hours, so I don't really know yet, but we'll see what happens. But the long and the short of this stuff I'm talking about online is like, you know, guys they're jumping in head first, basically. They come out to the Philippines for the first time. They're already, you know, jumping in the deep end, getting involved in situations they can't handle. You know, you don't even know people you're dealing with. You don't know their family. You don't know what's going on. Explore the country first, man. Be smart like Eastern Dreamer. Come to the country. Travel around. They call it, I think, a discovery trip. You know, do that. Because, I mean, we're talking billions of dollars apparently being lost by foolishness. So, there you go. Because you guys got the upper hand, man. You know, and I don't buy that whole narrative like, you know, the foreigners are the, you know, the victims here necessarily. It's like, you guys all got the upper hand, man. If you just use your brains, you'll be good. You'll be good. You know, you can make it out here. You'll do fine. I mean, you got to use a little bit of your brain, though. Okay? And the rest will work itself out, I promise. Just a little bit. You don't have to think entirely, but you have to think a little bit. Okay. Okay. Christopher, we're going to have to get you out of here, sir. No, we're going to have to block him, unfortunately. Okay. Nobody really asked, do expats really go overseas just to find young women? Honest question. That's what it seems like. I don't... Maybe some, yes. What do you think, sir? You think so?
Young women, they're all over the world.
They're all over the world, exactly. By the way, I'm at this awesome resort. It's one of my favorite. And highly recommend it. I've done a video on this, if you check out like a year ago, with Mr. Moosoff. He does a really fine job running this place. Very funny guy. Good hostess. He's had his staff with him for years. Just a nice guy. Most of the time. I'm just joking.
Very straight.
Very straight. No, he is. He's a good guy. it was funny because we were hanging out last night, and I was, I was just kind of running my mouth silly, not thinking really. And there was like this new guy here that hadn't been here. He's a good guy, British guy. And I was kind of teasing my friend Musaf here, and I was like, "Oh, come on, Musaf, tell me the story. Like, don't bullshit me, man. I've been listening to you all day." And he's like, "Hey, don't call me a bullshitter." And he was serious. It was the first time my friend got kind of serious on me, and I was like, "Oh, shit." But see, he told me later, he's like, I didn't know that other guy. I didn't want, I don't want to be undermined in front of other people. He's absolutely right. And I'm not that type of person either. And so I was disappointed in my spell for not even, I'm usually good in those dynamics. Like I'm aware of people around me. I respect the people around me. But it's also, where are you going, Musaf? All right. It's also, I got to tell you something else, what I think it is, just my theory. But, well, I'll say this. I think there's an underlying stereotype with some people from the Middle Eastern part of the world, maybe. There's like weird stereotypes in all cultures. And I think like when you have like an American or a British man, like, maybe even jokingly in a social dynamic calling, an acquaintance or a friend like a like a bullshitter, that can definitely have a different meaning. Okay. So it's something to be mindful of. Also, we since kissed and made up. We're good friends now. Brought our relationship closer. We're doing more business together, making deals, making things happen. We're doing good. We're way past that. That was 24 hours ago. Anyway, but yeah, there's something to be learned there. I mean, and the funny thing is, I've noticed is I say that word a lot, bullshit. But I'll say it jokingly. Like even in America, it's almost sometimes a compliment, right? To say to some guy like, "Hey, he's a good bullshitter, man. He'd be great for this job." Like, dude, you're good at running a line of bullshit, man. You know what you're talking about. People believe you, right? But it's like it's a real casual sense. But anyway, that can have other connotations. So if you're around people you don't know, probably not the best thing to say, right? Okay, we'll leave it there. It's good, right? Okay. It's enough. It's good, right?
You will hear comments on that.
Yeah, that's a good one. What
Give
is
me
that?
your comment back. Give me your feedback, Cas.
I will. Yeah, do you guys have any experience with that? Let me know.
It's good, to let more people talk. Give me your feedback on that.
Absolutely.
And let's see their opinion.
But let's go back to examining this to what a real, like a pathological bullshitter, like somebody who's a real pathological liar, not just chumming around being silly, but like a real pathological liar. Let's look at that, okay? We were doing this earlier. We'll go back to the beginning. Nah, that's kind of negative. We'll do the other one. Number 4, lack of evidence, no proof of claims. They may talk about, owning this and that, running this and that, knowing this people, that people, but they have nothing to prove it. Often live a transient lifestyle. Number 5, criticism of others, local distrust. Number 6, overconfidence in lies.
No.
And they're quick thinking. They fabricate stories effortlessly with a level of confidence that may seem convincing at first.
Believe it.
Yeah, detailed falsehoods. But see, like my friend here, he's the real deal. Like he's a legitimate business owner. He's not some like sorry store, one of these McMillan. He's this dude runs shit. He runs legit operations. I don't know specifically what he does. We don't talk about it, but he's not a real bullshitter. Okay. All right. We're good, right? Like I film you. We're good on this, right?
Good.
We're good. We're covered. We're friends again.
Yeah, there's no one else.
There's no one else here. There's no one around. There's just 3,000 people now. Okay.
That's different.
That's different.
Follower.
Oh man, I'm having fun. I'm having a good time. I really am. So yeah, guys, that's about it. I mean, well, that's not about it, but yeah, man, you meet weird people out here. Like, I was telling a story about like, you ever meet like pathological liars, Musaf? People that just lie incessantly for no reason. Like they're lying, right? They exaggerate. They tell stories that don't exist. They talk about all this money they have and all this bullshit and all this and that, and they usually don't have it. And it's almost awkward because you don't want to be rude to the person, right? So you sort of like entertain them you go along with them.
You buy the story.
Yeah, you buy the story because otherwise then you're a hater and you don't want to like it's almost like when someone's that insecure and delusional, you don't want to ruin the fantasy. Like you almost feel bad for them, so you want them to believe their lies. I knew someone like that growing up. But as a kid, it started like when he was a kid, like just basic things like, oh, this table's brown. You'd say, no, it's not. It was green. You just think it's, and then he would gaslight you. He'd say, you think it's green because you just looked at that grass, but it's really brown. It's like, or sorry, the other way around. But
That's his opinion.
right. Yeah, but it's not a fact, right? The fact is this is brown, right? It's indisputable.
You convince them.
Yeah. I like how you're defending them. Whose side are you on? All right. Here's electricity. That's the good news. But the Wi-Fi, the main Wi-Fi servers in Sapale, you can't really control that one. I've said so many good things about you. Do I get paid for this? Jeez.
People like to hear.
I could just do charity work. That's what I do. I just do charity. Hey guys, we're back on the live stream. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second, folks. But yeah, there's no reason for like Americans to be losing $1.2 billion a year in romance scams, guys. That's not just the Philippines, it's all over the world, so. Goodness gracious, man. That's a lot of money. Did you know that, Musa? They estimate that $1.2 billion is lost per year by Americans in romance scams.
I never heard that.
Yeah. That's what they say. It's supposedly a fact. It's a lot of money.
Yeah?
Men sending money to women online and shit. Yeah. Over $1 billion.
Yeah, but this country accepts money from overseas but never send back the money overseas, so they have to find a way.
True. Yeah, it's hard to detect.
Yeah.
It's a hard stat to prove, but
Yeah.
I would imagine that regardless.
Win-win situation, huh?
Yeah.
You have to smuggle it somehow back home.
But it's safe to say there's probably a good amount of men losing money sending to people they shouldn't be sending it to.
No, they can send. They can receive.
Right. No, I'm
So
saying.
what about if they want to send back home for family or something, or if something happens?
What's that have to do with anything?
It has to do because in Philippines, you can receive money from the state from all over the world.
Right.
But you cannot send money from Philippines to over the world.
Right.
Yeah.
But
What about if you are here and you have family in the state and they are in need of help? How are you going to take it away? You have to find different sources. So they are talking about the small amount they lost, but they don't take the big amount they received.
Right. So it's a hard stat to prove. But I would
That's
still.
diplomatic. You should not interfere.
Yeah, I know, right? Okay, it's probably not 1.2 billion, but that's what ChatGTP told me. No,
that's
I
what
didn't.
they figured.
It's not my statistic. I'm just quoting ChatGTP. That's what artificial intelligence told me, folks. This isn't propaganda, okay? But the point is, there's certainly men out there probably sending money to people they've never met that they shouldn't be doing. I think we can settle at that, right?
Sorry? Yeah.
Okay, I'm back. Anybody still out there? We got disconnected for a moment there. Okay, welcome back, folks. Hey, we're 10 subscribers away from 14,000 subscribers, guys. Thank you so much. We're breaking records tonight. Not really, but it's okay. Close enough. Okay, so my point is that the majority, and I mean that literally, okay? These are the best people you're going to meet in your life in this country. The best women, kind, loyal, beautiful. Did I say kind? Yes, kind. So you got to keep that in mind. And, you know, again, I just say make a discovery trip. Try to meet people while you're here. But if you're going to go online, use caution. Oh, Tangerine's here. Good, thank you. We got disconnected for a moment there. Half 1965. Thank you for the feedback. Thank you, Her Life. Actually, somebody said projection. That's a good example of projection right there. All right. Okay, we're back. We're back. All right. Oh, that's projection. I read psych terms on Google. I'm an expert in human character. I always say that nobody knows much about these defense mechanisms, and they're always like projection. There's more layers to character than that, folks. I'm just saying. Oh, where are we? Here we go. All right. So, what else to discuss? Oh yeah, they're changing identities. That's right. Uh, so yeah, you're not required to change your gender and all that. That's just a thing that a small group of rich people have been promoting. You don't have to do that. That's not true.
Frequently bilang nanti nanti ya saja tulis.
Okay, very good. All right, so to wrap it up, folks, what were we talking about? I got thrown off track, man. So we'll be more mindful and empathetic when we're talking about serious subjects. That's part of the goal here.
Yes.
Because it's not easy getting stuck, man. Some people get stuck. It's not easy just to sell your house and to sell everything and to come out to the Philippines and live happily ever after. It's not easy to do that, okay? And, you know, you can still live minimally and have a house or a condo, live in BGC or Makati if you want. That's your business, man, and people are entitled to live how they want, okay? I just go into these hardcore modes where I'm talking about materialism and stuff, but I'm not like trying to broad sweep an entire population of the way many people live. So I don't mean I'll try to be more empathetic to that. Absolutely. Okay. That's pretty much all I can say. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, that's about it. Is that about it? Yeah, I don't know what you want, Matthew. I'm not sure what you're, you know, you've been in the entire live stream. I appreciate that, but I don't. Yeah, we're gonna have to kick Matthew out. He's offered nothing meaningful, but I appreciate you staying in the entire conversation. That's cool. Matt, you can come back later. We'll just put you in timeout. Her life says I can fix him. Do I need to be fixed? Is that what this is? No, I'm not being bullied, dude. I can handle these people. It's just like the only what it is, Laura. It's not so much that it's distracting because it throws out like when you're trying to talk, like when you have a stream of thought and then you're reading something weird that's totally unrelated. It's not so much that it's offensive. It's just like it's distracting. You know what I mean? I mean, most of these people that do that, they just want attention. They want a reaction. So we usually, we'll put them in timeout, and if they don't behave, then we just block them on the channel because it's just, you know. But I appreciate that. But no, I don't feel bullied. I mean, oh, he was calling. Oh, he's bullying you. Okay, well, I didn't know that. Sorry, I just assumed it was about me. Forgive me. You're not fat. Why would they say that? That's not true. You look very nice. You look very healthy. You look good. Okay. That's okay. We can keep going with this conversation. I'm just kind of reading what you guys are writing. Yeah, I don't really talk about my intimate relationships on YouTube, although I have featured my son on the channel in recent times because I feel like it's a good father-son project. It's fun for him. It's fun for me. And that's the reason why. But naturally, it draws, questions, inquiries, and I get that. It doesn't mean I'm going to answer them, but it just is what it is. I usually just try to stay focused on the topics and stuff. Okay, so that number that I threw out, I got that number from ChatGTP, artificial intelligence. They're saying that number is 1.2 billion being lost worldwide by Americans in romance scams, but it's very hard to quantify that. There's a lot of variables, so we can't really prove that statistic. But let's just settle on the idea that there's certainly a group of men probably sending people money they don't need to be sending. Or for the wrong reasons, I guess. Okay. What time is it? Oh, it's 8:20. It's early. Are you in a mud hut? No, we're in the beach resort, man. We'll show you guys. See, we got the bar here. See the bar? Nice bar. I don't drink a lot though. I drink a little bit. There's Mr. Moosoff right there, and then we got our pool table back here. We got the beach in the background, and yeah, it's we're at nighttime here. Laura's in Spain. It's 8:20 p.m. here, so I guess we're 7 hours ahead of you. Oh, thank you, Oki. Oki says hello from Saintly from Perth, Australia. Your #1 fan. You do a fantastic job. Thank you. That's really nice to hear. All right, I'm gonna let you all go. It's good to talk to you tonight. Appreciate you guys showing up. All right, thank you, everybody. You guys have a good night. Stay safe. Be good out there. Thanks for watching the channel. I appreciate it. You all be good, all right? Take care. Bye-bye.